Good morning, guys. It feels so good to be getting back in front of the camera. Okay, well, not back in front of the camera, that's actually not my favorite part, but turning the camera on and planning to be filming. I was thinking about what I wanted to show you guys this week, what I wanted to share, and I was thinking maybe I'll just take you along for some of the days on the homestead this week. There's a lot of little things that I'm kind of tying up and finishing up and working on. Maple syrup season has just started, and I've got some roosters to butcher. I haven't decided yet if I'll show that or not on the channel. If I do, I will. Anytime we ever butcher an animal though, I'll put a disclaimer, don't worry, so you have a chance to not see it. So yeah, so I thought I would just take you along with me, and today I am working on kind of tying up some loose ends, and yeah, come along. Okay, so that is addressed, so I can check that off my list of things to do today. So my mail lady is amazing, and she's the one who found Caspian this fall when he had disappeared. And so she's a peach. Like, I don't know, she's a whole basket of peaches. She just is really kind and always takes time to talk to you, and I just really enjoy talking with our mail lady. She's a lot of fun, but all I have to do is just text her and let her know I have a package for pickup, and she grabs it on the way by because she's just already stopping in for mail anyway. New one, because I want to double check that it's completely cooked. Oh, there it goes again. Okay, hey Google, stop.
Decorating for spring. Hello, my dears. This is Sarah from 12:45.
12:45. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I have been avoiding that phone call for 2 weeks. So I have been having a lot of pain in one of my teeth, and I suspected I had a cavity. And in fact I do. It's on my upper left molar, wisdom tooth, not molar. So I also was having pain in the bottom one, so I thought I had a cavity on that one too. And went into the dentist about a month ago, and they told me that it's a cavity, but it's not due to lack of brushing. It's because of the angle that it's at. It's at a weird angle, it's so tight. He said, so no matter how meticulous you are, you're still gonna get a cavity back there. So that one has a cavity on the top one, and then the bottom one actually doesn't have a cavity. He said the way it came in, or is coming in, or whatever, is at a weird angle, and the root is like exposed. So it's like a nerve pain. So because the bottom one only comes and goes. The top one, it's pretty much if I eat sugar, it hurts. So they both have to come out. So I am not a fan of needles, but I would much rather get the IV sedation and be asleep when they put needles in my mouth than be awake, because I had 4 teeth pulled as a teenager. Oh man, not fun, because the needles, like, I was awake for that or whatever. So I'm really glad that I'll be going under IVs and I don't have to be awake for the needles in my mouth. So anyway, not my favorite task of the day, but at least I don't have to think about it till September. So, and while I was on the phone, I don't know if you could hear it in the background, I'll have to see when I'm editing. Seal knocked an entire chair off of the table. Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing? Josh has seen a mouse recently, so I think maybe he's found the mouse. Seal. Let's see here if we can. I really don't want to see it. What? Your cats ever just get crazy hairs and just run around? Sit. Very sit. Sit. Come on, sit. Wait. 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 Sit. Sadie, sit. Wait. Wait. Okay, come on. Here you can see I am dumping maple syrup into a big sap boiler as well as filtering it. We tend to filter it once before we throw it into the big boiler, and then we cook it off outside for quite a while, and then we drain it out of the little pipe that comes out of the side of this cooker, and then take it inside and cook it off the rest of the way inside so we can watch it more closely so it doesn't burn. It is Wednesday morning and I'm having some coffee. I love when I come downstairs because Josh does his whole morning routine and I'm still asleep because he leaves usually before 7. Sometimes a little after, but usually before 7. But sometimes there's just enough coffee still warm in the French press left over from his coffee. So if not, I just make my own batch. But it's always nice when it's already ready and warm when it comes down. So I'm gonna sit here and have my cup of coffee with a little bit of cinnamon in it. And excuse me, and then get started for the day. I think we'll make a list together because I'm not exactly sure which tasks I'm going to tackle today, but I got another order from my little shop, so I probably should just get my shipping station all figured out too. That will make getting my order ready simpler. So I think we're going to do that today, and then I do want to get the second coat of paint on the bedroom and the landing done upstairs on the trim. So that has been sitting with primer for quite some time. I showed you some footage recently of me priming it, but that in fact was actually back in the summer and I just had not used the footage yet, so I tossed it in there so you could see the reno progress up there. And not reno, refresh, we'll say. We're not doing a reno anytime soon. I have learned the lesson. I love our kitchen and fireplace area, but I do not want to live in the home that's being renovated while it's being renovated on a major scale. So unless it's a section that we can completely just section off and not enter unless we're working on it and keep the dust and everything else from the rest of the house, that will be the only other option. So anyway, I want to get that coat of paint done on the trim. And then I have a little bit of editing to do on another video and some dishes to wash, and yeah, we'll see. I do need to collect maple syrup again. I tried with that fire yesterday, and oh my goodness, like even though I made a dry bed for the wood and the kindling to lay on because the ground itself was wet from the rain the night before, it still did not keep going. So like it died out pretty quick. So we'll definitely collect the sap and get it into the boiler. And then probably I'll just leave the fire until Josh comes home tonight and let him do that. Maple syrup's really his thing anyway, but I just collect during the days because it takes some time, and if I can do it and I've got the time, then it's helpful for Josh in the evening to have more free time to do other things. So yeah, but last night I did not film because I had a Zoom meeting and some documents to type up. All kind of not interesting for the camera, so I didn't bother with that, but those were good meetings, very productive. And Josh had Bible study, so he was gone for most of the evening. So we did get to see each other for a few minutes before we went to bed, but I'm glad we have those things, but it's definitely my favorite night is tonight, which is date night, which I might show you for a minute, but probably won't bring the camera along too much for that. But I need to think of some creative ideas for some new dates because we're kind of running dry on ideas. So if you have a favorite date night, drop it down in the comments below. Our criteria in the winter time is usually indoors because I don't want to be cold. Usually indoors and something local to us, so you have to get creative because so less of museums and things because in the winter we just don't go very far. We like to stay close to home. There's some national parks and stuff like that we want to check out, or provincial parks that we want to check out in this summer. Yeah, so anyway, if you have a great date idea that you love to do that's fun and affordable and actually encourages bonding time with your partner or spouse, drop it down below because you can always use more date ideas. So, but yeah, I think that's what's gonna be today. We'll make a list together and then we'll get started. on Thursday morning. I actually have no clue what time it is. It is 10:30. So I had my breakfast and sat with by the fire with the pets and all of that. So I am making myself get moving because it's just one of those days where I'm not super motivated. Yesterday I did not get a lot done off my list because I ended up getting caught up doing a project online, and it was well worth my time. I'm glad I got it done, but because of that, I've got all kinds of things I need to do. So I watched a little bit of YouTube this morning because that's kind of like what I enjoy doing when I'm first waking up, and got a little bit of motivation to get up and get going. So I am going to get the second and hopefully last coat of trim paint on the trim in this room, and then one of the upstairs bedrooms as well. I'm sure you see this brown door here. I didn't paint the doors. All 3 doors on the landing up here are brown. This lovely chocolate brown. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. I'm gonna leave it for now because I'm not quite sure what color I want to do the doors, or if we're gonna replace the doors eventually or what. So it seemed like a lot of effort to paint them when they have so many like divots and stuff, when I didn't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably end up painting the 2 like spare bedroom doors, and then our bedroom door, I'll show it to you, it's pretty cool, is this cool, turn the light up here so you can see a little better. Oh, going the wrong way. Oh, there comes the dog and the cat. Okay, stop chasing him. Yeah, don't chase him. It's not very nice. Why are you chasing the kitty? Okay, downstairs please, Sadie. Go on. Thank you. She's a good pup. So this door is really cool. It's old looking, and I don't know if it's original or not. Some fun history about this house is it's actually 2 different houses smushed together, and where you step up that goes into our bedroom is actually where the second house was smushed on to the first house. So there's gonna be new trim and everything down here too. That's on the honey-do list eventually. But I don't know if this door is original or not, but it just has a lot of character to it. So I've considered possibly eventually stripping it all down and getting it back to a normal wood state, and then maybe giving it a stain instead of it being painted. But that is another project for another day. I love the old style doorknob. I think it's so pretty. I do not have a key for that door, so the door does not lock through that keyhole, but just the old glossy door handle is really pretty. So all that to say, for now, I'm planning on leaving the doors brown. I know some of you guys are gonna feel like, that's crazy, like paint them white, but that's okay, it's my house, so we're gonna leave it brown for now. Is anybody else either like, they love doing trim, but they hate doing the walls, or they love doing the walls, like the main big painting, but not the trim? Like, I find Josh is really good at the detailed trim, and I'm really good at like the big rolling or whatever, because it's not detail and tiny. Anyway, so I'd love to hear if I'm not the only person who hates doing like cutting in and all the tiny little trim or whatever. I feel like I need like an art paintbrush, like from kindergarten, those little paintbrushes. Anyway, but so we're gonna get that done today and then see what else we have time for. break, having lunch. I'm just snacking on a banana and some iced coffee right now. I will probably make something more substantial in a little bit, but I ate breakfast a little late, so this will hold me for now. I took a little break to go wash up eggs. My neighbor called and asked for 3 dozen eggs, and I knew I had a bunch, but I didn't know how many I had, so I washed a bunch, and I had almost 7 dozen eggs, including one of those dozen is duck eggs. So that's something exciting, that our ducks have started to lay. We've been waiting a bit, and when we were gone on a little trip recently, somebody was farm sitting for us, and they discovered that the ducks had in fact been laying and burying the eggs. So it was pretty exciting to find out they were in fact actually laying. So I am just enjoying a little iced coffee. One of my favorite YouTubers, Megan Fox Unlocked, is a Mennonite mom in Pennsylvania, and she just shares lifestyle content, and she always makes her own homemade iced coffees and has the flavoring and stuff. So I was inspired because usually I would pick up an iced coffee during the summer months every time I was in town, which I usually go to town like once a week. So it's not too bad, but when I realized how simple it actually was just to buy some syrup and make my own at home, I was pretty excited that I can do it. So this has just got a little bit of whipping cream, which people who know me really well might be a little surprised when I'm putting anything in my coffee. When it comes to iced coffee though, I do enjoy it with some cream and with some flavor shots in it. Otherwise I just drink it black. So I'm just doing a little research. My phone has been damaged for a little bit, and I've been milking it as long as I can because I didn't want to buy a new one when the other one was still getting by, you know? But now it is refusing to charge unless it's upside down and at a really weird angle. So I'm biting the bullet and we're gonna pick up a new phone. So I'm doing a little research to find a good middle of the line one. I don't like buying super expensive ones, one, because I don't want to drop $2 grand on a phone. If that's your thing, that's great. Not my thing, and I drop my phones, I break my phones over time. And that is something that just happens. I am really careful, but it does just happen sometimes. So I don't like to spend a whole wax load for multiple reasons. But I think we're gonna go a little higher quality this time, so the camera on it's a little better. Just because it's also nice to get some footage with my phone sometimes when that's all I have with me. So I'm gonna research that now and see if I can't find what the best option is. There's some things that I love shopping for, like I love thrifting for like vintage things and home decor and all that kind of stuff. And then there are things like this that I'm like, and I love shopping for home decor. I hate shopping for electronics. Last time we had to buy this laptop, actually, I was messaging my friend and I was like, tell me what I need to get, because I don't even know. I just need to be able to edit videos.